Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Far Out Wisdom Podcast. Since it's the new year, I want to talk about failure. So, this is really embarrassing to talk about, but you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna bring it up. So, when I was about 11 years old, well, I think it was like around that period of time, my mom is and was a singer, and I remember just hearing her beautiful voice just singing all the time. She used to do that a lot, and so I was really influenced by that as well. So I got into choir and things like that. And so I wanted to be a fucking pop star, okay? All right? So anybody who's laughing at this, the moment that I said this, first of all, fuck you, okay? And it was my fucking dream. I wanted to be on American Idol. I wanted to be it was like the period of the girl band, okay? And then, and so I started to get into music and things like that. And so then I started to be influenced by a lot of the rhythm and blues. And as you can hear, my voices can be really deep, but at the same time, it can be really high. And I can sound like I can sound like a mouse. Okay. So I was influenced by Janis Joplin, Bessie Smith, Big Mama Thornton, B.B. King, even Jack White from the White Stripes, Led Zeppelin, all those music. So I was very diverse in my music, in my taste of music and classical music, just like Beethoven, Mozart, all the typical musicians who were really successful. And didn't really get through with that. So I went to college and I was a music major. And I remember sitting in one of my courses, I think it was like music theory, and I just sat there and this girl was singing, very beautiful voice, and she was, it was an audition. And I was a soprano when I was like in middle school, and then in high school things got, my voice started to get a little deeper. I finally hit fucking puberty. I don't know what happened, and so my voice got a little deep. It's more high still, when I get really angry. It gets there, man. And so it gets really annoying. So I have to clear my throat so I can sound really tough. So I'm forcing myself to sound really deep than I really am. And so I lost my range probably in college. And so I went back to an alto. And then I just and I was in a band for a couple of months, and I kind of left that as well. Like I said, I was very into rhythm and blues, very solo work. I rarely sing now. I'm 31, so I lost all my range, but I sing here and there, but not so much anymore because I'm not interested. And I was in college, and I remember majoring, sitting in class, and I thought to myself, why the fuck am I doing music? I'm not really into this. And then I changed majors, and I went to microbiology, into that logical stuff. And then after that, I dropped that course, and then after that course, I kind of got into philosophy during that period of time. So I was into political philosophy, and then after that, it just went all over the fucking place. And so I dropped out of academia because that's when I started to saw the dogma and the indoctrination of our youth. And it was really boring, and I was not going to be another fucking mold. Not mold, mold me, basically. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do this. So I left academia. And then I just kind of just float into there and all over the place. And so around 20, I decided to start my own little soap business. That fucking failed. I decided to start getting to my writing. That failed. I started to get into poetry. That failed. And everything that I fucking touch just breaks, right? And then the recent one, the blog, that just kind of my writing career. Well, I had things published, but it was not the way that I wanted, because I was writing for everybody else, and I was not getting published in popular magazines or anything like that. And I just kind of dropped it from there. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I wasn't baptized in one of Jehovah's Witnesses. but I was involved with the church, and that fucking failed. So I failed at everything. Now here I am doing a podcast. It's $20,000 in fucking college expense, like debt, just brittle, fragile, just got beaten by life and things like that. But I still I still have a very, not a positive view about existence. I still kind of like am bitter, but I'm not resentful. There's a fucking difference. There's a difference between bitterness and resentfulness, because resentfulness is when you hold all that anger in and then you bring it out to other people. I'm not like that. I like where I'm at right now, because failing has taught me to be a tough fucking cookie. Not a tough chocolate chip cookie, a tough fortune cookie. So it's like, that made me who I am today. And I think a lot of people are afraid, because I'm looking at these, I'm reading all my news feed, and all these people are just like, they're happy of the new year, but at the same time I could just feel their energy of uncertainty. If they are, am I going to fail? What's going to happen in the following year? And I feel exactly the same way, but at the same time, failure is what teaches you strength. And I failed at everything that I do, and this is my last resort. I'm not saying this is my last resort because I have everything else lined up, but every time I work on projects, it just doesn't go through. It's just the way that I am, because I'm into everything. Just like I have, I believe, about like 100+ books in my collection. I have Friedrich Nietzsche, I have Aristotle, Plato, I have Socrates, I have, I even have the book from Dr. Peterson that I haven't read. Oops. And and so even the different philosophies and stuff like that, like especially Spinoza, I really want to read his books, but I'm just all over the place, because I honestly feel that, I'm just a person who has different tastes in things, and I'm not stuck in one particular area, because I feel like I'm a person who's into change. But at the same time, it's really depressing because I'm not sticking to one thing, and I hope that this podcast goes somewhere. I don't know. I'm just going with the flow, just my random rants, and whoever is listening, far out, man, cool. But it's just that it's okay to be scared of fucking up about something that you just started, and it's just a learning process, and I understand that sometimes it feels unfair that you see people who they have everything they look, or they appear to have everything under control, right? But that's not necessarily the case, because a lot of people like to put on a facade, a persona, a wall to protect their vulnerability, or their inner child, or their inner selves. Because who wants to appear weak, right? Nobody does. But allowing yourself to put everything all in, and for it to fall down, gives you that wisdom that you have learned from that experience to try again. And I keep trying again, over and over and over and again. And of course, I'm at that stage in my life where I just don't know what to fucking do anymore. So I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna make a podcast. It's like, $3,000 of therapy fucking in a month is not gonna it's not gonna solve anything. So I just came to that realization that this is just who I am. And so it's okay to fuck up. You're not gonna fucking die. Nothing's gonna happen, as long as you have all the necessary things on top of your head. Just keep trying. And I still have my karaoke machine and stuff like that. I still sing here and there. I don't sing a lot like I normally do. But I do sing in the fucking shower, because bitch, that's where you sound good, right? And so, but like I said, it's okay to be afraid to fail. There's nothing wrong with that. But the point is that you at least fucking try, and just put yourself out there. And just like I'm doing right now, I'm putting myself out there. I don't know if anybody really enjoyed my podcast or not. And in all honesty, I can't really do anything about it if it does suck, So, but the point being is that just do something that will make you be yourself. And it's all it's from the heart, and I really mean that from the bottom of whatever's left of my black heart, right? So as always, guys, stay far out. Bye.